Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. It's machine versus machine.
I'll be back. That was my machine joke.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay?
Well, they are back.
They are back.
Yeah, and they're here. I'm sorry, I just noticed that it just says beep boop.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just out of nowhere. All right. So, we've got basically it's Necrons and Admech Codices.
Yep.
Or, sorry, Codexes.
Codexes.
Because we now have confirmation on the Games Workshop plural of Codex.
Official plural.
It is Codexes.
No codices anymore.
So that is a awesome looking cover for the special edition.
I would say they've been blown out of the water with those, but not the Space Marine one.
Yeah, the Space Marine one was boring, but every other one has been fantastic.
Oh, you know what? That all makes sense now. Space Marines are boring, and everything else is fantastic.
Did you see their Christmas box?
Yeah, I did.
So 47 data sheets, 5 detachments, down from the 6 of Marines and Tyranids.
No, Marines had 7, and Tyranids had 6.
Ah, I see.
So, even more biases.
Hashtag favoritism.
Yeah.
And now on to the new models. Imotekh.
So they did redo a few models for Necron specifically because they were still in Finecast and they were terrible.
Yes, thank you.
Imotekh is basically like if you look at the Finecast models side by side, which I'll put up, it's basically a 1-to-1 recreation but in plastic.
And I'm fine with that.
And I will take that any day of the week.
I have no complaints. This is a call out to anybody who like 4 people are going to get this joke. That cape looks like the credit cape from Warframe.
You're right. I don't get that joke.
Exactly. Not even a joke. It's just a reference.
Yeah.
So looks great. We don't know his rules yet because we don't know any rules yet.
Yeah. Well, with the update to the Codex, who knows?
Same thing with Orikan the Diviner.
Yeah.
Who is new?
Well, yeah. It's another remake. The other one is Finecast and bad, and this one it's not as much as a 1-for-1 as the Imotekh is, but it's pretty close. He's like kind of holding his staff with his like little tail thing in front of him. Again, remade in plastic. I'll take it.
This is a bad view of him because he's clearly holding out his hand
for like the little Tesseract orb.
But yeah, but it's not.
You can't really see it. Yeah,
right.
It's a pretty bad angle.
He's also in the same pose as the Death Leaper.
Oh, you're right. That's funny.
Hashtag conspiracy.
Does he have a flesh cloak though?
No, he does not.
I'll make him a flesh cloak then.
Overlord with Translocation Shroud.
Yep, we just saw this model previewed not too long ago. He's kind of like disappearing with Necron.
He doesn't have legs because
quote unquote magic.
His footsy's down here,
yep,
and his leggies up here, but there's nothing in between.
Yeah, very fun design, at least.
Yeah, and Overlord with Tachyon Arrow.
So this is the Overlord that was in Indomitus.
Gotcha.
So they're finally releasing him by himself, which is fine. I mean, it's not like we don't already have 3 Overlords in plastic, so this is the one with the Tachyon Arrow, sure.
Yeah, this is kind of like, I don't know, Overlords are the Primaris Lieutenants of Necrons. There's so many of them.
So originally, it was like, there was a bunch of Lords, and then the Overlord was released, and they're like, okay, there's 1 Overlord. And then they just keep putting out more.
They got the instructions to produce Overlords, but didn't get the instructions to stop.
Yeah. It's just been on a sticky note. Make another Overlord for the last 6 years.
And it's a guy with like 51st date syndrome where he just keeps coming in every day and designs a new Overlord.
Exactly.
Speaking of Indominus, Royal Warden.
Royal Warden, yay. This guy's fine. He's basically the character version of a Immortal, which is cool. Again, we don't know rules, but he used to give, in 9th edition, he gave fallback and shoot.
Looks like he still has that. Charge or shoot even after they fall him back.
Nice. Which is awesome. And he's kind of the lieutenant-ish thing of Necrons.
Yeah. Makes sense. Because that's literally what lieutenants do as well.
Yeah.
And then the new Combat Patrol.
Yep. They're actually boxing the Combat Patrol, which is awesome.
Yes, finally.
And it comes with the Indomitus Overlord. Nice.
Right. So.
I was thinking they were going to do the older Overlord.
No, that would be mean.
Yeah.
Along with the requisite dice and cards.
Cards.
This is just how they're doing dice now.
Yep, which is fine. Less waste, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the dice look fine.
We're back up to 16 instead of 15.
Back up to 16 instead of 15. They look fine. The bright green pips are definitely going to be readable.
Yes, I'll take that over black on black or whatever.
Yeah.
Codex Adeptus Mechanicus. So this is where we received the confirmation that the plural of Codex is Codexes.
Codexes.
In Warhammer's wrong Latin. This is an absolutely banger cover.
Yeah, that cover's amazing. It rivals Tyranids for the best one.
So the question is this finally going to pull Admech out of the gutter?
I hope so.
I mean, we can't know that, but
yeah.
they've been one of the worst factions to play for running on 2 years now.
Yeah.
3 years.
Well, I was gonna say 2 editions, because I don't think there was one point that like their robots were kind of busted.
Yes.
And then they got nerfed, and they have not
Nothing
seen
else.
anything since.
Yeah, they're the most expensive army to collect.
Yep. Which is saying something.
Yeah, up there next to GSC.
Yep.
Fiddly to play, fiddly to build, fiddly to paint, and then all that for one of the worst armies in the game rules-wise.
You have to jump through 15 hoops to get almost as good
mediocrity,
as Space Marines.
Right. I really hope this digs them out of the gutter.
Yeah, I agree. We didn't touch on it in the Necrons, but the current Necron detachment is decently good and all-arounder. The current Admech detachment is terrible.
The worst detachment in the game.
Now that Death Guard has been upgraded, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. This is welcome. I don't play Admech. You don't play Admech.
Nope, but
this is a welcome addition.
God, I hope the best for y'all.
Yep.
Let's just say I hope their new rules are better than their new models.
Stilts McGee.
We've talked at length about this guy.
Yep.
Thanks, I hate it.
I've heard divisive things. I've heard people say they love this model, and I think they're wrong.
It's just... Oh, yeah. And we've seen his rules, and they don't look very good.
No. They're like a one-shot sniper with D3 damage. Why would I ever do that?
I mean, yeah, sure, he can't be targeted, but Admech can also just take the assassin, who's way better.
True. That's true. Well, I guess it depends on his points. If he's cheaper than the assassin, he'll just sit on a back line and never move.
I guess, but oh my god.
Yeah.
I look forward to this guy's legs snapping off every time you want to transport him.
His little tailpipe, gone.
That antenna up there, gone. Yeah. That antenna, gone. Everything, gone.
He'll have his gun if he's lucky.
Yeah. So they're accompanied by the new Combat Patrol.
Which is significantly better than Stilts McGee.
Yeah, so this is one of those combat patrols that is going to rival Imperial Guard for lowest points.
Yes.
Because all of Admech is cheap as chips, but highest cost because all of Admech is incredibly expensive.
Yep. It's got the Patraxi box, the
Cerberus Raiders,
Horsey Doggies, and the... Is that just a unit of...
Skitarii.
Yeah, regular Skitarii.
And the Manipulus.
Which I think is the most recent of those models?
Yes, it is the most recent Tech Priest.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually not terrible. All quote-unquote recent models rather than the old stuff, and hopefully they get a glow up in the new book.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like we don't know if this is going to be a good deal or not.
Yeah. They did. They interestingly went with a fast and squishy because there's no like vehicles in here. Josh and I have counted the number of combat patrols with vehicles and with vehicle killing for like balance reasons, and this one has just no vehicles, no armor. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. And the dice are data cards. Again, fine dice.
Fine dice.
White on red, very readable.
Readable. I like the Admech logo is very stylish and noticeable.
Yep.
And yeah, data cards. 35 data sheets.
Yeah. No, only 35 data
35
sheet cards for 30 data sheets and 4 combat patrol data sheets and 1 army rule card. And then we go on to Kill Team. And then we move on from Kill Team. This is just, it's an update to the TAC Ops mission card.
So yeah, when the TAC Ops deck came out, they released a free PDF that was, here is how you play this in Gallowfall, Into the Dark. And this is that.
Yep.
And we didn't look it up. I can put it up on screen when exactly that came out, but it's taken this long for them to put it in actual paper. Also, they could have just not done this because it's a free PDF.
Well, it was a free PDF.
Oh, that's true.
I have a feeling that PDF is going to get taken out behind the shed and old Yellard. There's a version they could sell you.
It's true.
And then we get to the surprise for me.
Yeah.
Which is a couple Necromunda stuff. So you've got the Skalvian Explorator, a.k.a. the Ash Wastes rig for squats. Check out our review of the book and the rules on this thing. Up in the corner.
Card in the corner.
Ding. It's a rig. It's amazing. It looks fantastic. It is entirely resin.
Yeah, so it's going to be freaking expensive.
So the Iron Crawler, the Kronos Iron Crawler, which is a resin upgrade to the plastic Ridge Hauler kit, is about $154, I think. So this is going to be at least that much,
Yeah.
and possibly more, because it's not even just resin on plastic, it's just pure resin, and good God, I do not want to put that together.
I'm gonna guess 175.
That would track.
Yep. Track and get it.
Ah! Remember that one all-resin Horus Heresy tank that came out? I forget what it was. It was the one that was super adorable, and we were like, oh, that won't be too much. It ended up being like $200.
Yeah, I
because
do
it was
remember
pure
that.
resin.
Yeah.
This-
Or the lighter, the Arbus lighter.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh, that's so cute. And look how tiny it is. Oh, it's 107. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
freaking
Amazing
Forge World.
looking model.
Yeah.
But I don't look forward to the cost.
Yep. We're building it.
Yeah, I really like the bathysphere look to it.
That does look. That gives me Bioshock.
Yeah,
I like it.
It looks like a bathysphere with treads,
Yep.
which I like.
Yeah, I like it.
Speaking of things I like, Asun'ghar, the Lady of Ash,
She
and
is the Terror's Shadow.
Terror Shadow, her friend.
This model's amazing. I don't play Nomads. I want it.
Yeah. we talked about her in the rules review of Arranging Succession last book, but she's amazing in game.
Yep.
Very expensive in game, and you can only petition her. But god dang, our Terror Shadow's rules amazing.
Yeah.
This model matches its rules and vice versa.
100%. It's again, it is a 2-model Forge World kit, so I'm not looking forward to the price.
Probably looking at $70.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
But she's so cool.
But god dang.
god dang if I don't want her.
Yeah. That's.
And the Terror Shadow looks so cool.
Yeah,
I love
and
that.
look what Terror Shadow is on.
Yep.
It's a squad helmet.
It's crushing a squad helmet.
I didn't notice that until now.
It's calling to me.
For all the right reasons.
I love that they released the squat vehicle and the thing's crushing a squat in the same day.
Just a little reminder. Don't get too uppity, short folks. And then we got something kind of weird that was never previewed at all.
Yeah, I don't know why they did this.
So this is a combination of the existing Wastes Outpost Hab block kits.
Yeah, it's from like the Ash Waste starter set and then some extra stuff.
Yeah, they came out with the starter set.
Yep.
This extended Hab module right here is $110 by itself.
Yep.
So this comes with all of the Thedos pattern terrain kits, which is all of these outdoorsy kits.
Yeah, where like they're all standing up again, on the Ash Wastes.
So one Hab module, one extended Hab module, large platform, tall platform, small platform, 4 walkways. The thing is like this is not enough for one game of Ash Waste. You still need more than that.
Yep.
I will say that I saw a wonderful Twitter thread, or not Twitter thread, sorry. It's on actually on Warcom from the designer of these things.
Okay.
Talking about how you can combine these with Sector Mechanicus stuff.
Yes, I did see
It's
that.
really cool. All of this stuff is way more modular and connected to other Necromunda and 40k terrain than you would think.
They should have announced that 2 years ago.
Yes.
When Ash Wastes came out.
They should have. The question is if this thing's 110 by itself,
Yeah.
this thing's like 70 by itself. Is this a $200 box? Is it a $300 box?
I think it's somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna guess 230.
You're gonna guess it's like a $230 box.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where if you want all of it, it's kind of a good deal, but not a great deal.
That's my guess. Yeah.
That is usually what Necromunda terrain is. So I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's 110 and 70, that's 180. I could see getting the rest for 20. Like that's not very much terrain for $20. Maybe it'd be 200.
Yep. The problem is, it's just not very much terrain for $110 either.
No, it's not. I mean, we've complained about the
Yeah,
this stuff when it came out.
Even for Necromunda terrain, this stuff is badly priced, and the problem is that by itself, it's not very good terrain.
It's not. It's decent for Ash Wastes because it's still stuff for your guys to hide in, but it's also like enough room for your vehicles to move around, and it's very thematic.
But as we've played with it, we've discovered that it's not very good for hiding in.
No.
It's not very good for getting in and out of. The ladders and stuff mean that unless someone has jetpacks, people really kind of just ignored the vertical level in the Ash Wastes.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't give you the same kind of advantage.
Yep. And it's really easy to fall off those platforms.
Yeah, and everything here is really rickety. So, I don't know. I don't love it, but if it's a good enough price.
Yeah.
And then the usual splash of Black Library that we're just going to kind of skip through. And then what we won't skip over is you got some more Christmas merc.
I want that scarf
It's pretty cool.
so bad.
And the hat.
The hat, see, I don't like the little
I don't like
fluffy on top,
pom-pom hats either.
but if that is an option without the pom-pom, I might buy that.
These
'cause
are on
it's-
sale right now. So you could go get this.
I'm going to have to go look after this and see how much they are.
Christmas pins. I do like the gingerbread man.
Yeah, the gingerbread's all right. I see. I like the other two more. What is the gingerbread man supposed to be?
This is just the Gobbo. The Gobbo. See, he's got his star hat and his sunglasses.
I was thinking because it looks like he has a beard. I was thinking
it's a gingerbread Gobbo. Well, he's wearing it.
I don't like it. I like the other stuff.
But do you like socks?
I do like the socks.
Those are great socks.
I like the squig socks a lot.
The problem is I can tell by looking at them that they're either really cool or really low quality.
I'm gonna go with really cool.
But not in China or Japan.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week. Pretty eventful week.
Yeah, I was surprised right after Epic that 2 codexes.
I'm never going to get used to it.
Nope.
2 codexes that I'm not going to buy, and then at least 1 Necromunda thing that I am going to buy.
Yeah. I play Necrons, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, and you know what? I hope that they're good, because Necrons are in a pretty good place right now.
Yeah.
Some people describe them as frustrating to play against, but I think it's pretty well balanced. You just have to shoot the right things.
Yeah, you have to play well against them, so it's people that don't play well against them.
Yeah, Necrons currently you can't chip damage out.
Right.
And the big problem is that so many people are in anti-armor meta
Mm-hmm.
that those anti-armor guns, they absolutely obliterate 4 Necron warriors.
And then I reanimate 3 of them.
Right. No, you reanimate 4 of them most of the time. But I found that if you bring anti-infantry weapons, you can actually tear through those blobs pretty well.
I have killed Necron blobs before through all the stuff with Tyranids, which has a lower win rate than them.
Right.
Like, it happens.
Yeah.
But you just have to know what to do.
Which is to say, so yeah, I think Necrons are in a pretty good place.
Yep.
If they don't change that basic detachment too much, it'll kind of be like both Marines and Tyranids, where I think it'll be just kind of the default go-to, which is not a problem.
No, it makes sense that the default that everybody gets is the generic all-arounder one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. There are some that didn't really get that treatment, but the Necrons definitely did. Admech, on the other hand.
Yeah, I was about to say, Admech, on the other hand, if they don't change that detachment, they're not paying attention.
Nope, is bad, and they should feel bad.
The problem is that this book was written before 10th came out.
Yes, it was.
So I wouldn't hold your breath for... Yeah, which is very...
But I'm hoping at least the other 4 detachments are good.
Right. I'm hoping they came up with some other ideas in that launch, and they just chose the bad one to launch the
they're like,
index with.
This is the one that relies the least on what you have, so do mortal wounds to your opponent, I guess.
Sometimes.
Maybe,
if they choose to stand still.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll find out next Saturday. Or sorry, no, we won't find out next Saturday. We'll find out 2 Saturdays from now.
I think the NDA drops when the pre-order goes up either way.
That's a good point.
So we'll probably know next Saturday.
So we'll find out with the rest of you, because Lord knows they didn't send us preview copies.
Oh, hell no.
We're not cool enough for that. But hey, if you want to make us cool enough for that, leave us a comment and a like, so GW can
comment,
notice
share.
us senpai.
Yes.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.